You know, we've talked and we've taught so many students through the years that are animal lovers. And here's my little dog, Bruno Mars. And we know that so many of you want to align your careers with taking care of the animals and being true to who you are in 2021. And so we're here to help you and support you and to create this community so that you can interface with other people, you can learn from our students that we've trained from all over the world, and practice some of these unique and very innovative ideas to get started. So it doesn't have to be just a wish or a dream, it can be actually a reality for you in your own world. The thought of switching jobs or careers can be really scary. I know because I was a recruiter or a staffing person many, many, many years ago. And I literally listened to thousands of people talk about how they didn't like their current job, they hated their boss, they didn't like the 9 to 5, they hated the commute, on and on and on. They hated the bad money, and so many things they hated about their job. But they were so afraid of breaking free, about opening up their own business. They fear the unknown. So that's why we've created this particular group and this system so that we can help support you to, for example, troubleshoot and prevent a lot of that fear, and also by testing the waters and practicing with some really easy, low-cost ways you can kind of stick your big toe into the pool of a brand new career. You don't have to scrap your current one. You can kind of do a side hustle. We humans love to do what we're good at. And we know so many of you are so good at cooking, but you need your little boost, or you need that little help, or just that support to get to the next level, to turn something that's a passion and something that you're good at into a business. So that's why you're in the right spot. Keep watching these inspirational videos with these tips and these techniques to show you how you can take your passion and how something that you're good at and turn that into a business. We know a lot of you have so much creativity and desire and eagerness locked inside of you, but that you're itching and just dying to get out there and put all that passion into a career. But it can be a little bit scary. So that's why you're in the right space. Keep watching, keep following this series, keep utilizing and practicing these tips and suggestions that we share with you, that we've developed for years to help you create an entire business for you and for your family and a niche in your part of the world. "2021 has been a year of major changes. A lot of people have been having less hours at work or even losing their job and being laid off. So now we're going to show you how, if maybe you always had that pipe dream to open up your own restaurant. And now we have some tips as to how you can do it. We've done focus groups and created questionnaires and polled a lot of you, and we realized many of you had never had employees in restaurants, many of you have never opened a restaurant and gone through the paperwork and the licensing or the location selection. So we realized that many of you don't have that experience. So now we're going to show you where you can actually eliminate all those things and get right into what you like to do, creating food in a kitchen and getting your business started. There are a lot of common barriers and fears that people have when starting their own restaurant. One of them, of course, is a lot of startup costs. It can be really expensive to open up your own restaurant. But we're going to show you something that actually reduces your cost and also reduces a lot of the paperwork by doing something called a ghost kitchen. I'd like to talk to you about the concept of a ghost kitchen. Does that mean that you have a ghost coming in? No. What it means is that you are renting or sub-renting a space that has already been licensed and set up as a kitchen by another entity or another party, another company. And you would then rent that space in order to prepare and create your food items that would then be delivered to your guests or customers. I know some of you have heard of the concept of ghost kitchen, while to others it's brand new. Let me break it down for you and make it easy. A ghost kitchen is where you search out an existing place that already has all the licenses. They have all the paperwork. It's like something that might be called a commissary kitchen. And then you go in there at your time and your convenience and you prepare your food that you can deliver to your customers. So if you've ever delivered or if you've ever ordered something yourself, you might have said, I wonder where this was made. It could have been made in a ghost kitchen. Another major challenge of starting and opening up your own restaurant is staffing. It can be so expensive, hiring and screening and developing menus. And if you're hiring chefs that have a lot of experience, they can be very expensive. But if you do this on your own, we have an idea where you can lower your costs. Doing it this way, you don't have to worry about someone calling in sick. So in order to jumpstart your business, we have an idea as to how you can get going right now. And we're going to piggyback on using a delicious cuisine that we know already is popular the world over. And what is that? Well, it's Mexican food, because we know from research that all over the world, people love Mexican cuisine. So Mexican food is a type of cuisine popular the world over, but the most popular food itself in the whole planet is actually pizza. That's right, pizza. And now we're going to show you an innovative way to blend and fuse these two ideas to make something so unique that can make you a lot of money. You know, when you're making a pizza, you have to be a pizza professional and make the dough and proof it. And it's a lot more labor intensive, and it also can be more difficult, and you need more experience. But when you're making Mexican food, imagine making nachos in a pizza box. That's right, nachos. You don't even have to make these tortilla chips. You can buy them. You can get them from a local supplier, or you can make your own. So imagine using this incredibly unique idea to make a quick, easy, and delicious meal that you can get to your customers right away. Now, you can make your own cheese for your nachos in a box, or you can buy it off the rack. Completely up to you. We've made this here. This is, of course, vegan, and you can be as customized or as off the rack as you like. I'm gonna pop this in the oven now. One of the other benefits of using the pizza box is that there's less waste because you're baking it in the same thing you're gonna be delivering it in. So come on over as I show you how I'm gonna bake these chips in the box. With this, you don't need a dishwasher. Now we have a very large, fantastic commercial oven here, but you don't need something fancy like this. You can do this in a modest oven in your own home, or again, in a commissary kitchen. So now I've pulled my nachos out of the oven and I'm gonna top them with some of these incredible elements. Now, you can make this in your own kitchen at a ghost kitchen. I just want to clarify that a ghost kitchen in some places around the world is also known as a commissary kitchen. And why that's so incredibly important and easy for you is it simplifies and it makes a lot easier for you. You don't have to get all the licensing. You don't have to do all that paperwork. So it's easier and less expensive. So what's nice about this is you can make it so customizable and put any toppings you like. Of course, these are really classic. This is meat, and we have the cheese. And then, of course, Mexican food is so popular because of chilies. There are over 400 types of chilies, and I have chili powder here. And then to make it really nice and spicy, here's some jalapenos. Some of the other spices associated with Mexican food and around the world are also oregano and cumin. And chefs, you don't have to make all this stuff from scratch. Don't be afraid to buy things. Look, right here I have guacamole in a jar. That's right, you don't have to make everything yourself. So feel free to use things that already have come and been made by someone else. A little sour cream. One of the other reasons that Mexican food is so popular is that it is so low cost. And it's like eating the rainbow and secretly healthy. How wonderful would it be if you were delivering this to your guests? Can you imagine for a date night, an anniversary, for any type of delivery, and look at this beautiful presentation, and voila, you open up this and you have nachos in a box. Very inexpensive. I know a lot of you have said that you might spend 10, 20, 30, or even 40 euros for a dinner for two. But this is so cost effective. This literally would only cost you maybe $2 or $3 to prepare and make, and your profit margins can go through the roof. How easy would this be for you to market? Imagine if you had an electric scooter and you were delivering this very low waste product box, and how delicious it is. And again, everyone loves Mexican food. You would knock it out of the park with being innovative. Your nachos in a box. And now, try those loaded nachos in your mouth. Delicioso. So if you're not going to deliver this to your customers yourself, you can partner up with other established entities like Uber Eats, Grubhub, and Deliveroo, and they can assist you in getting your food to your customers. Now, these ideas are not using really strange and outlandish ingredients. They're not things that are necessarily gluten-free or niche or exotic. We're showing you to use staple ingredients that are available the world over that are, once again, low cost, nutritious, and always comforting to create that taste. Because we know if you don't make food that tastes good, people aren't going to want it. We've been teaching students for years now. It's always amazing to me how so many people want to reinvent themselves. We oftentimes have students who had one career, and then at this point in their life, they realize they want to switch. We've had people who were lawyers, accountants, doctors, teachers, what have you, and they decided that at this point in their life, they want to get into the kitchen and start creating vegan food. So this is something that you feel the same way. These are some ideas as to what you can do. So you're not alone if you feel like what you're doing today is not what you want to do or you're meant to be doing in the future. A ghost kitchen could be known as something else around the world. Some places call it a commissary kitchen. It could be known as a community kitchen. But once again, it's the same thing. Ghost kitchen, commissary kitchen, or community kitchen. All the same thing. We would love to learn what this is called in India. So if you're watching from India, please post in the comments below and tell us, what is a ghost kitchen called in your country? Another huge benefit of this idea is that none of these ingredients are crazy or difficult to source. These are staple products that are available the world over so that you can easily create this in your area. While these flavors are Mexican, they are popular around the world. They are so low cost and delicious. You know, places around the world that love heat and spicy foods like India And also in Southeast Asia, think Thai food. They use a lot of similar ingredients, but everybody loves Mexican food. So that's why no matter where you are on the planet, this will be a revolutionary idea to bring Mexico to your corner of the world in this form. We have so many students in India, and I would love to see some of you create this in a box in your country, and imagine delivering this on a tuk-tuk in India. Wouldn't you be known the country or maybe even the world over for doing this? So if you do, tag us, send us something, it'll go viral, and we want to see you reaching for the stars. I know a lot of young people, even people in my family, that smoke a little bit of marijuana as they can around the world. And believe me, when they get the munchies, the kids, those Generation Zs, the millennials, all those youngins would love this. It's filling, it's quick, it's easy, and everybody loves it. So we're really excited to have you be a part of our journey to create your own business now and going forward, so that you can have your life and be the person and enjoy a career that you want, and that you can be the master of your own destiny.